all you have to do is type in user agents Firefox list or user agents Chrome list. And you're going to type it in here, paste it in here, and just paste different ones or the ones that you want. And it will start using those for your account creation. So it will be a lot more safer. You don't have to use it. I recommend it, but you don't have to use it. You can use it, but got the file, same thing as here. But we're not going to use it right now, but it's the same thing. And then user agents.txt instead of actual file, for example. Save cookies. Now, this is where it's getting it's getting interesting. That is what I wanted to tell you. Save cookies. We're going to put this in yes. So what are cookies? When you export an account, the whole process is going to get saved into that cookie. So from the very beginning of opening the how do you say that? The tool, the browser inside of the tool, the whole creation from the beginning to the end is going to get saved in this cookie. Now what this does is this means that when you save that cookie, you can import it later in your own browser or in your own thing, with your own tool maybe. Like I'm going to create more tools that can also import cookies, but and these cookies. But it's a very, well, not even very, extremely safe and good way to use your accounts, because you can just import the cookie and it will completely emulate what has been happening in the tool, and you will most likely already be logged in into your account even, so you don't even have to log in anymore if you're going to import the cookies into your own browser. Now, that's what this means. You're going to save those cookies. So what is going to be saved? That's going to be saving a text file with your account info, like the full browser info. Now, cookie location, you already see that there is no file selector here. That means that you're going to have to be selecting a map, okay? So what we're going to do here is we're going to create a new map folder. We're going to name it, I don't know, account cookies, something like that. What we're going to do, we're going to go into the map folder, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to paste that, and that is the account cookie location. It's not a text file, not a CSV file, not a JSON file. It's just a map, it's just a folder, okay? So what is going to happen, every time it creates an account, it's going to generate a text file here with the account Gmail. So it's going to have a full Gmail, so you know which account is which. And every new account is going to generate that text file. It's very small files, but very useful. Now, I can go over on how to input that and stuff, but today I'm just going to talk about the tool, how to set it up, and what are the functions even. Save profiles, similar thing. Well, excuse me, similar thing. However, profiles are bigger, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think profiles are also a little bit more detailed in a way that in the long term, they might be better than cookies. In the long term, they might be better than cookies. It's similar to cookies. However, profiles really make a whole structure of the whole account creation process. The whole structure is there. Like, if you see you can see cookies as a shed where you keep stuff in, but a profile is your whole house. Everything is in your house, okay? Now, how does that work? If you press save profiles, yes. Same thing as with cookies. It's pretty easy. Just input the folder name. Wait, input the folder name. Wait, give me a sec. It doesn't show me the hint anymore. It's probably because I clicked. Wait. Yeah, it's probably because I clicked. Anyway, there's a hint. If you hover over it and just select it and just hover over it and wait for a bit, you're going to see the hint. But is this going to be a folder where your profiles will be saved? Now, these profiles will be a lot bigger than your cookies, okay? And that's why I said it's going to be your house. Okay, cookies are a very nice shed, but profiles are your house. So I'm not sure how long I'm going to be using profiles anymore. However, I think it still is a very nice technique that I wanted to implement in here, because it's the same thing as cookies, but just better. And you can import the profiles later on in another tool of mine, and you will just be able to continue from there. You don't have to log in anymore, and everything will be saved. So it's a very useful technique in my tool. Fix usernames taken automatically. Just put this on yes. I don't know why you would put it on no, but just put this in yes. This means that, for example, in the file, accounts input file, we have Alibaba here, and we have alibaba@gmail.com, right? Well, this is 150% going to be taken. So it would give an error. However, with this option enabled, it will fix the username automatically. It will generate something behind it, or it will give a couple of numbers behind it, something like that. Now, you might be scared, like, oh no, but I don't know this anymore then. Not to worry, the new Gmail will be in the export file. So here it is, for example, Alibaba, like that, okay? So it will become that Gmail, and you will know that. I would really recommend putting this in. You may think, oh, these usernames are not taken, or these Gmails are not taken, but there's always a chance, and it will never, it will not try to fix something that doesn't need to be fixed. So if you have a Gmail titled RC W44444X5, I don't know, don't be scared that then it's going to try and fix that, add more numbers. No, it's not going to work like that. It will only fix it when it needs to be fixed. If you want to skip putting the recovery email, don't do this, please. This means that you're going to skip over the recovery emails, and it will most likely require you to later on use phone verification again. And in most cases, you're not going to have access to your phone number anymore, because you're going to use your virtual phone number most likely, and you're not going to have access to that no more. So please don't. So don't press yes, but there's always a chance that you do want to do it. So I implemented that function in there. Do you want Google to use the phone numbers for recovering your email? Also, I mean, speaks for itself, right? No. More information regarding about fields. Let's read this. See if I forgot something. Extra explanation regarding about fields. Among the simultaneous browsers, fill in how many browsers you want to simultaneously run to create your Gmail account. For example, fill in 6. This means that 6 browsers will be running simultaneously. Using proxies. This means that you have inputted proxies in the account's input field, in the format described here. Well, here's the format again. Oh, wait. Oh, yes, that's right. Okay. So the export format will be a little different, because you have this, and if you don't have this, it will give a comma, okay? So it'll be comma, comma, instead of proxy user. It'll be comma, and then another comma, and then it will give the phone number that you registered your account with, okay? So don't worry if there's going to be 2 commas after each other. That's because you don't have a proxy user, a proxy pass, for example. Use a user agent. This is where you can set your custom user agents. We talked about that. We also talked about this. Profiles, we also talked about that, and we talked about the rest as well, okay? So let's continue. SMS verifications. Do you have your own phone numbers? No? Okay. Then you have a list of other services that you can use to possibly verify your accounts. Now, this is required because Google requires you to verify your phone number to get your account, and you'd have to verify it with an SMS. Now, in your phone verification service, for example, smspva.com, I don't really recommend using this one, but you might have an account there and you might be able to use it. But you're going to have an API key, and you're going to paste the API key in here. You get the API key from somewhere in your account, depending on the phone service you use. You're going to paste it here, and you're going to put the phone country here. So for example, I want to have accounts from Canada, so I'm going to put CA there. Now, if all of people require the phone countries to be more than just this and cycle through them, let me know. Because right now it just works with one every time, so like that. Let me know, but this is the most efficient option right at this moment. I also can add more SMS of phone sources. Just let me know which ones you want me to add if you have another service, and I will be able to add them. But these are the most used right now. So that. Next, we go with, did I explain everything? Let's go over it again. You go phone numbers, yes or no. If I press yes, you can input your own list of phone numbers, also one per line, okay? So you're going to input your own phone numbers here, okay, if you have those. It's always possible you have your own live phone numbers, like somewhere laying around. I don't know if you have 100 phone numbers laying around, but if you do, then you can input them here in a text file. Okay, so speak for yourself, the phone service you want to use, phone API key from your account, and the phone country, so the country that you want to have your phone verifications from. Manual mode for errors, experimental tab, here we go. If you press yes, this means that when an error occurs and the tool cannot solve it right at that time, you'll be able to go into the automation yourself and fix the error, then return return handling to the automation tool, and yeah, that's that. You know, I would always recommend using this if the tool cannot handle a certain error. It can handle most errors, but there's always the possibility that a new error occurs. This will make it so that you can go into the tool and edit it yourself, so you can make it continue yourself. Manual mode of creations, very interesting. It means that you will be able to do some things in your account after it has been created. So let's say you have your Gmail account has been created by the tool. You will be able to, I don't know, send a warm up email or do some other stuff that you want to do after you created the account, and then yeah. So if you press yes there, you'll be able to manually set up your account after it's been created. So let me see. You decided to use manual mode. This means that at some point in the automation, you can manually make changes or fix the automation when an error occurs. That's this one. If you're done with manual inputs, make sure to press return control to the application and thus exit the manual mode by pressing the stop button. It should be in the bottom left corner of the browser screen. This will give control back to the automation. Now, guys, that is basically it for the tool right now. Now, you might see this tool in the future and see that better be like, hey, it looks a bit different, or there's more functions, or things have changed. The core of the tool will always be the same. We'll always be creating Gmail accounts, and hopefully this video helped you. It's been a half hour, somewhat a video, but I really hope that this video helped you, and if you have any additional questions, feel free to ask. All we have to do right now is, after filling everything in, is press run. When we run the tool, it will create Gmail accounts for us. So, yeah. Let me know if you have any additional questions in the Discord or in the Telegram channel. And yeah, don't hesitate to ask. You know, I'm here to help, and I really want to make the best tools. I'm not just saying that as a slogan. I really want to make the best tools that I possibly can, help you guys out the best I can with tools that don't even exist. And there's a huge demand for it, you know. I've searched for this type of tool for so long when I was at the beginning. And still, I can't find any tools that really work like this one. So I just made it myself, because I know I can do it. Why not share it with the world, you know, with a good price? I saw other people charging $150 or something per month for this type of tool. It's crazy. It isn't completely unnecessary. I can provide a quality tool for the lowest price possible, like the same as slow. So let's go ahead and see the slogan right now, everyone. So this has been Naga with AutomateMyTask.com, building the best automation tools for the lowest price possible. Now, if you have any additional questions, please feel free to ask me, and have a good day.